We are at the 2024 AHR Expo. It's very good to see you.
Good to see you.
So we're standing in front of the ADEY booth. I, of course, know who you are, but for those watching that don't know who you are, tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do at ADEY.
Yeah, so I'm Antonia. I'm the North American Marketing Manager and Eastern Canada Sales Manager. So ADEY are a water treatment solutions company specifically for hydronic systems. So,
and where are you guys based out of? Like, you're basically a global company, right?
Yeah, we're a global company. Our core business is based in the UK, and that's where magnetic filtration was invented. We then grew into Europe, now into North America and Asia Pacific.
Okay, so I'm pretty familiar with your products. As you know, I am also your customer, not just on camera here. But so what do you think makes ADEY different? There's a lot of different products on the market. I know what I think makes you different, but what do you as the marketing manager look at and go, this is what makes our company different? It can be people, it can be products. What do you think are the differences?
Yeah, so I'm going to say definitely the products, the ease of service, and also with us being the inventors of the product and the chemicals and the filters are the products that we focus on. We put all of our R&D back into developing that. So we're hoping we can be the market leaders in growing the technology. In the UK, we've got Sense technology now, and hopefully that will make its way over here at some point. But we're not a copycat. We're introducing new designs, new innovative designs. Even the functionality of our products is specifically for capturing magnetite.
Right.
So once I can talk through some of those features.
Yeah. So to me, as somebody who's obviously a fan of the products, I would say that your company, from sort of the outside view looking in, having used your products, is that you're a premium residential product that is now starting to expand into the commercial. Now, I don't mean like this year, because we've been using your commercial products for years, and maybe you can walk us through some of the existing commercial products you have behind you and maybe show us some of the new stuff.
Okay, sure. So this was the first commercial filter that was introduced to the market. So this is your premium magnetic filter for commercial industrial systems with known issues, known failures, pump failures, heat exchanger failures. Also, if there's black water evident in the system and that system needs a quick cleanup, this is your solution for that.
So this bottom one, I've not done the bottom one, it's the DRX model, but this one just has magnetic rods that go down into it, correct?
Right, exactly. So this is available in 2, 3, 4, 6 and 8 inch. So it's our widest range in terms of sizes. And yes, you can either unbolt the top of the lid to service it and give it a good clean, but purely for easier servicing and saving time on site, you just pull the individual rods up. Obviously this is in the way.
We don't normally have another one installed right on top of it.
Yeah, exactly. So once you've isolated the valves, release the pressure, drain the water out of the bottom, each rod lifts up and that will scrape the magnetite into the bottom of the filter. And then you're just opening one valve at a time and blowing that down.
Gotcha.
So that is completely unique for this product, this type of product. And again, talking of easy servicing, this one obviously is a heavier unit, so you do need more than one person to install it. But so that's kind of your premium. We've then got the DRX. So I'd say this is the most versatile product on the market, and there's nothing on the market like this.
And what sizes? So we've done this in the 2-inch, but what other sizes is it available
2, 3 and 4 inch.
Okay, cool. And this is more of a clamshell setup, right? Because the fun part with this one is it sort of opens up, right, and then just closes around it. You definitely do not want to have your wrenches too close to that. You'll get some excitement. If you wear a pacemaker, there's literally a warning on the box. Warning right next to my knee. For the record, I do not have a pacemaker, but
exactly. So with this one, because you've got the air vent on one side, drain point on the other, it can be installed vertically or horizontally.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Whereas this one is not the case, right? Because
right.
the rods, we don't want to be doing vertical and horizontal.
Exactly.
Makes
exactly.
sense.
So you
Makes
just
sense.
want that horizontal.
Yeah. This one, the only thing I would say, and again, not a comment on the product, is when you install this, you do want to be careful. I have seen where they'll actually have what I'm calling the clamshell. You might have a different term for it. They'll leave it open and they'll be a little bit careless in how they put it down. Like, you do want to make sure that, you know, protect this, that it actually will clip back together when it's done.
Yeah, and I think even during servicing, because this is spring loaded, this is where it opens to.
Yes.
You don't want to be pulling that back further, but also this allows for space restricted mechanical rooms, because with this one you need a 13-inch servicing clearance. This one's only 6-inch, so yes, premium for systems with non-issues. This is more of, I'd say, of a kind of a problem type of product, and also space restricted mechanical rooms.
For sure.
And then we've got our latest range, which is the MagnaClean CMX.
Okay.
So this is a specific side stream filter.
Okay.
So ideal for applications that can't be shut down for servicing. So sports facilities, manufacturing plants, hospitals, other healthcare facilities. So we've got 3 different sizes. So there's a nano, which is a 1-inch.
Okay.
And then we have the 2 sizes. The maxi is the largest, that's a 2-inch, and the midi is a 2-inch as well.
Gotcha. It's just more of a compact frame. So how are the magnets structured in this unit then? Like, where are the magnets actually based in this?
Yeah, so I'll open this up.
No pressure, right?
Yeah, wrong side. Okay.
So that just opens up.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, very cool.
Yeah, so in here, in this one,
and it just twists.
so we've got the magnets here. So the idea with this filter, there's a lot of existing cartridge filters and pot feeders on the market that are non-magnetic only. So we're the first company to combine the magnetic and non-magnetic for side stream. So you would install with the magnets only first. This also comes with a stainless steel basket strainer.
Yeah.
And this one is also available with bag filters. So the bag filters range from 50 down to 5 micron.
Okay.
So you install with the magnets first, get as much magnetite capture as you can. Once you start to see that deplete, you then introduce the bag filters.
Gotcha, because I was actually wondering with this actual basket in here how effective this would be. But what you're saying is put the magnets in first, cycle it a few times. Obviously don't put it through the appliance, i.e. the boiler, try to bypass it if you could, and then put this in.
Yes,
very cool. Yeah, that's neat. And the whole thing is made of stainless.
And it's 316 stainless, so it's a higher grade of stainless, because what we're also seeing on the market is pot feeders themselves are rusting because of the grade of material being used, and if there's rust on the outside, what's happening on the inside?
Well, as you know, I spent a lot of time in commercial mechanical rooms, right? Going, what are we going to do? And so is this available right now?
It's available right now. We launched this last year, so it's pretty much been available all last year, and it's becoming a really popular solution because, as you know, existing or commercial systems usually have some sort of pot feeder or cartridge filter on there, so we're just swapping those out, and then you get, and these act as pot feeders as well. The 1-inch doesn't, but we're looking at adding a ton dish to that, so you can add your chemicals. But yeah, if you want,
it's a fair argument on 1-inch that it's not really a requirement. Something on this, it makes more sense. But that's very cool. Now, are there any other products that you guys are launching here at the show? Like residentially, you guys have got really, obviously, nice premium products, which I appreciate.
So nothing new residentially. We launched the HP last year, which isn't currently on the booth. But yeah, that's a residential filter for specifically for low temperature systems. So again, it's magnetic and non-magnetic. It's got a stainless steel gauze inside there, because in lower temperature systems, so heat pump systems, radiant systems, you get a buildup of bacteria.
Right.
Because of those lower temperatures.
Right.
So yes, it will capture the biofilms, which is the bacteria slime, and then the magnetite as well.
That's something that gets missed a lot, as you know, like the core of our business at Eden is hydronic heat pumps. Like we do a lot of boilers, but heat pumps is a big thing. And lower temperature is a big thing. Usually it's supposed to be a lower temperature, it's running at a much higher temperature, but that biobacteria becomes a problem. People are going, what do I do with this?
Yes, exactly. So typically bacteria will grow in temperatures ranging between 37 and 140 F, which I think is 3 to 65 degrees.
Yeah, well, the good news is I work in degrees Fahrenheit. I shouldn't, I know, being from Canada, but
I could be both. Just
tell me I'm a service tech, right? Without telling me I'm service tech. So
yeah, so it's again a newer, innovative solution. You know, heat pumps are ramping up, and we want to provide a solution for that. We're very solution driven. We're not looking to just sell any product for a system. We'll come in, we test the water with our reps. We provide an analysis on that and then recommend the full solution. So it's not just about filtration, it's the water treatment as well. We need to make sure that we're cleaning those systems, adding the filter, adding the protection, and keeping on top of that. Because maintenance is key. It's missed, but it's key.
Yeah, so that will lead to my question for you. So I have two questions, and it could almost be the same. So I would like to know from your perspective, what is the number one mistake that you see either designers or installers making when they're trying to sort of protect their boiler system or their hydronic heat pump system? So what are the common things that you're like, you should know this, but we don't? And then sort of building upon that, is there anything in your products that you think that, hey, I don't think people realize that this tool can be used to do this?
Okay. So firstly, I would say from a specifying engineer perspective, again, just because there's general lack of awareness of these solutions, we see air and dirt separators being specified for the supply side, which absolutely they should be, but then there's nothing dedicated. One
of those should be on the supply side.
Right.
Right, yeah, I see where you're going with that.
And then there's nothing dedicated for the return, so that's missed a lot. And yeah, we're finding that, you know, those problems will come back to the engineers. So we're trying to get around to them and educate them. Definitely cleaning the system is missed. And draining an old system, which I know is hard sometimes commercially because of glycol and what gets expensive. But if you don't clean the system, you've got this existing magnetite that's continuing to eat away at that pipe and the component. So, you know, you really do need to clean out that system before adding you can add this and it will collect anything that's already loose, but you need that cleaner to loosen everything.
Well, and you guys also do have a tool, because we've used it for commercial jobs, where you can actually do the filtration on site. I don't think you have it here in the booth, but it's very slick. To your point, that's one of the things that we see, is that people will buy like new 850,000 BTU boilers from us. We'll engineer a really nice design. They'll put them in, and then a year later, sometimes not even a year later, they come back and say, what happened, right? We put all this filtration, and it's like, well, the problem is that if you've got bad water, the analogy I always like to do is that it's like me saying I have a black eye every day and I can't figure out why, and it's like I should just tell you to stop punching me. It's the same thing with water quality. If you keep hitting a boiler with bad water quality, it's better to deal with that root issue. So. And
also another kind of similar situation is, would you buy a new car and put your old oil filter?
Yeah, it's a great example.
Right?
So are you saying I shouldn't do that?
No, you shouldn't, believe it or not. And of course, if you're me, you don't even do it, you just leave it to the mechanic.
Well, I make the joke, if it's a hydronic question or a software question, I will help you. If it's anything beyond that, like cars and taxes, like no, don't come to me. So. Well, that's awesome. We appreciate you giving us a tour around. It's great seeing you again, and I'm sure we'll see you later too.
Enjoy the rest of the show.
Oh, we will.